Hello, my name is Andrea. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm sharing some Dollar Tree Farmhouse Valentine's DIYs. So let's get started. This Farmhouse Valentine's DIY is a hanging sign made with all Dollar Tree supplies. I have this wood sign from the fall time that has a pumpkin cutout at the top, and we're going to cover it with a wooden heart. First, I'm taking this 2022 calendar from Dollar Tree and I'm flipping to the February page. I'm cutting out this picture because I'm going to be using all of these elements on my sign. This page says, "When you love what you have everything you need." I'm carefully cutting around the heart and also each of the individual words. A couple of the phrases I'm leaving intact, just depending on how I want it to look on the sign. I'm also using this other 2022 calendar from Dollar Tree that's more of the floral vibes, and I'm flipping to the March page. I'm taking a wooden heart from Dollar Tree and I'm placing it onto the calendar page and tracing around the heart over top of one of these pretty flowers. I was trying to find some kind of flower or just color or design that matched well with the other calendar page that I'm using on this sign, and I thought this watercolored pink flower looked so good with it. I'm taking some decoupage glue from Decor and painting it onto the wooden heart, then placing my cutout of the calendar onto the wooden heart and pressing it on. Now I'm placing all my different elements onto the sign, just figuring out where I want everything to go. First, I'm hot gluing this wood heart at the top of the sign to cover up this pumpkin cutout. I love this because it just shows you can use whatever you have laying around, even if it's not technically the right season. For the rest of the elements on this sign, I'm just using a glue stick and sticking them in place. And this is the finished Farmhouse Valentine's sign. I think this turned out so pretty. It's kind of romantic with the soft vintage colors. And really, you could leave this up any time of year. Today's video is part of the Have a Heart Open playlist hosted by Brenda with Rustic and Lace DIY and co-hosted by Amanda from 6 Kids and a Glue Gun and Chantel from Crafty Hints. Everyone in today's playlist is making DIYs with a heart theme, so make sure to go to my description box and click the link to the playlist for all of the Valentine's DIY inspiration. The next Farmhouse Valentine's DIY is this cute little house with a grapevine heart. I'm starting with this little house shape from Dollar Tree, and I'm painting it with this white acrylic paint in the shade Snow White from Decor. I ended up doing 2 coats to completely cover the background of this little house, but it actually covered it really well, so I was impressed with that. For the wood parts of the house, I want to change up the color a bit, so I'm using this maple gel stain from Decor. And I dipped a cloth into the stain, and then I'm just wiping it onto the wooden parts of the house. I tried not to get the gel stain onto my white painted parts, but I ended up just going back over and doing my second coat of the white paint and covering up any little areas that I needed to cover up. To distress it a little bit, I'm going in with my acrylic paint in the shade Country Twill from Plaid, and I'm lightly dry brushing it over top of the white paint. Once I have a bit of this beige sand color on here, I'm also going back with my white paint and lightly going over top. I like to do this just to blend it all in a little bit nicer. I got this really cute grapevine heart from Dollar Tree, and I'm hot gluing it onto the backdrop of my house. And then with a Sharpie, I'm just writing home in the center of the heart, and I'm making the O a little heart. I didn't have quite the right pink shade that I wanted, so I'm mixing two colors here, Cinnamon Drop from Decor and this Cotton Candy acrylic paint from Dollar Tree. And I really like the color this made. It is so pretty. And I'm taking a small little brush and painting inside of the heart in the word home. I have this pretty lace ribbon from Dollar Tree, and I'm tying a little bow to add to the top of the house. And here is my little farmhouse heart-themed house. Super cute for Valentine's Day, but again, also could be left up any time of year. This farmhouse heart-themed DIY is a cute little sign using all items from Dollar Tree. I got this little wooden sign from Dollar Tree, and it says XOXO on the front of it, which I'm just peeling off. It was really easy. It's just little cardboard letters. It did leave a little bit of residue behind, so I'm just taking a little block sander and sanding off as much as I can. I'm taking this acrylic paint from Decor in the shade Snow White and painting the background of my sign. I do like that it was already white with the black lines across, but since I couldn't get all of the cardboard residue off, I figured it was better just to paint over it. This super cute wooden heart with all the little heart cutouts in the middle is from Dollar Tree, and I'm painting it pink with a mixture of the Cinnamon Drop paint from Decor and the Cotton Candy paint from Dollar Tree. This just makes the most beautiful shade. I cannot get over it. I don't love the border color of this sign, so I'm taking the shade Burnt Umber from Dollar Tree and painting all around the edges. I only did one coat of the brown paint because I still wanted it to have that farmhouse kind of rustic vibe. And the paint didn't go on super thick on this wood border, I think because it was more smooth than a rougher wood. So I think it gives more of a grainy look, which is exactly what I was going for. I'm placing my painted wooden heart on the sign just to get an idea of where I want it to go. And then I'm also adding these letter tiles from Dollar Tree to spell out the word love. Now, I don't have any E's left, so I will be turning an F into an E, but it does turn out a little bit better than the last time I did this. If you saw my gingerbread man tiered tray DIYs. This time, instead of using a thick Sharpie to add the last line on the F to make it an E, I'm just using a much thinner fine liner and being a lot more precise and careful, and I do think it turned out a lot better. Now it's time to hot glue all of the elements onto my sign. Here is my finished little Valentine's sign. This was so easy to make, and I think it turned out really cute. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments which of these Valentine's DIYs was your favorite. Give this video a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss all the other Valentine DIY videos coming your way very soon. See you next time.